People love playing with me, but hate it when I play back. What goes around comes around.
Listen, I don't have a minute to spare because it's so much. I just want to get right into it. Hi, everybody. How are you?
What's up, everybody? Happy weekend.
Now, listen, before we get started, I wanted to show you guys my nails and this purse. So I bought this new purse, and my family have been disrespecting me, just disrespectful. Okay. Now, you guys know I love the color gold, right? If you are my members only. So I brought this purse, and they've been dragging me. And I want you, if you like this purse, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. Okay. Perry, don't influence them. Okay.
If you don't, just put a hell no.
Do you guys like this purse? It's cute. It's gold. It's circle.
Man, what the fuck, man?
No, you're making them say no. Y'all are messy. No. Isn't it cute? You have a chain. You can wear it on the outside. And
I got gold all of my chain, gold all of my ring. Come on.
They have been dragging me, okay? And it's a piece of art. Isn't it beautiful? My son said it looked like a lunchbox.
I mean, damn, look like you going to Disneyland.
Look, hell no. Nobody likes my purse. It's when I go out and, really nice, All right. I get it. Y'all messy. All right.
I ain't want to have to hurt your feelings. But just saying.
What?
Take that when you go out alone. For safety.
Anyway, okay. We got a serious video to talk about today, people. Because I want to talk about Nene, the end of Nene and Porsha's relationship. Okay, now listen. I'm going to play the tape. But before I play it really quickly, I want to elaborate before we get into this. A lot of women don't know how to be friends. I've had a best friend, Dawn. I love you. I know you're watching. You're my sister. Love you till the very end. Never had a fight with her, my best friend. Because loyalty, in my opinion, is more important than anything else. Loyalty. All my friends can expect me to be I was just talking to Conscious TV about this the other day. I'm very loyal, which means I don't do shady shit behind my friend's back. Let's just take the whole Nosy thing. Me and Nosy are friends. She's friends with Jaguar. That's her friend. When I talk to Jag on the phone, Nosy's there. I'm not calling Jag without Nosy. When they fell out, Nosy's my friend. I came in with her. I'm going to leave with her. That's just how I am. With Dawn, in our younger days, when I swing, you swing. And I give you the same in return. My friends can call me in the middle of the night. It's happened before. It's going down. Meet me. I don't ask why. What? I'm there. I don't understand not loyalty. And what I mean by loyalty is if I like Perry, you like Perry. When I'm done with Perry, your ass done with Perry. It's called a friend. It's a friend, Nene.
Wow.
I don't care if you haven't talked to me in 4 days and you don't know what's going on. And I could have gotten the worst fight with Perry. and he shows up at the house without me, you'd be like, no, I don't do that. I don't talk to my friends' husbands without them on the phone. They're not over at my house without me there. It's a no-no. And I like you, Nene, but you're messing up. So Nene and Porsha is supposed to be thick as thieves. You know, when Porsha got back on the show, she even tried to get Nene on the show. Of course, we know Andy wasn't having it. They've been together for the longest. Okay. So Portia's going through this divorce with Simon. And remember, I said it's turning ugly. Now he's trying to blame her for some shit that she didn't do. 5 days ago, Marlo, Nene, Yoni, and Simon, a couple more people, show up at the club. Now, you know I'm divorcing him. You know it. You claim you didn't know it, Nene. You should have called me and been like, where's Porsha? This is what they're really mad about. But they're arguing over superficial things. You don't do that. She's going to say in this video I'm going to play, I didn't know, I don't get in people's business. Then you're not a friend. My friend to this day her husband cannot show up at my house and me not call her. I won't even let him in. I don't roll like that. It's called loyalty. You have none, Nene. I like you. So you show up to the club, you and Marlo, laughing. Probably wouldn't have said nothing if those pictures weren't public. Let me see if I got those pictures. I think I closed it. I don't get it. So now you find out Porsha don't want to work with you. You were like, where did it come from? What? Huh, me? Okay, let's just say you got hit in the head and you don't understand why she's mad at you. You don't have a phone? You don't address anything public. Nothing. What's wrong with you, Nene? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then you make it worse by saying she's mad over some movie. She's not mad over no damn movie. She's mad because you threw her under the bus and you took sides. Whoever you show up with in public, that's whose side you're on. You know how the public is. So I don't feel sorry for you, Miss Leakes. I like you, but you effed up. You're not a friend. Especially, you're not really like that, Bravo. I'm trying to get you on the show. And then you're going to give me this cockamamie story. You didn't know what was going on in their personal life. Well, why didn't you call and find out? If I just think this, like, if my friend's husband showed up, first of all, he ain't getting in without my friend. I don't play, period. Am I lying?
No.
You would never catch me. And these things that these women do. Oh, well, he broke up. They were broke up, and I don't play that either. If you're my friend and you like a guy, he's off limits for the rest of my life. I just don't play that. But then I go back and forth because we do have Porsha stealing Simon. Come on, it is what I love.
Him, just climbing through the back window.
Stealing Simon from Fallon.
Ass out of there.
But she wasn't friends with Fallon the way she's friends with Nene.
No, I see your point.
Barry, what do you have to say before I play the tape?
No, I mean, I see your point. You know, but I'm gonna be completely honest. Everybody know I love Porsha. So I'm like a Kyle Richards right now, sort of in denial. I don't know. I want to roll with my girl. I just say, hey, you know. But then people would say this on the opposite side. Is it? I mean, I see your point that Nene could have called instead of wondering, well, where is she at? Why do I have a feeling? She probably could have called it. They was just in Dubai together. Or, you know, these little trips and stuff. Maybe you could have just called your friend. But on the same token, part of me, you know, being in denial, I wonder, now that she's back on the show, could she have received a call from Andy or somebody? I'm just saying, let's just, you know.
You're giving Porsha excuses, Gary.
We don't want you with her. And now that her bag is with Bravo, some kind of way that she canceled out. I'm just throwing out other options, Sharrell. That's all.
It was
the
club
now there, but I'm just saying maybe because I like Nene too, but I love Porsha.
I do, but she's not loyal. She's just not loyal.
Right. I get that.
And I can't tell you how many friendships
say the same thing for Porsha, even though that's my girl. They'll say, you know, she's not loyal.
She's not.
Nobody go to nobody's pool party and walk away with their man.
Well, what I can say in Portia's defense is she wasn't friends with Fallon like that. Like these two were supposed to be sisters. Remember?
Right. But and now apparently she's starting to find out they ain't.
Mm-hmm. These are some low down dirty bitches, both of them, and they need to take a friend course. Let me play what Nene said, and then we'll finish our commentary.
Okay.
A disappointing video, but nonetheless, here goes. So earlier this week, I was told by my management company that the Netflix scripted series called The Upshaws were interested in casting me for a part. In Upshaws, it's Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes. Directing this particular episode is Kim Fields. I was excited to do it. It's a comedy. I love comedy. I used to have a comedy show out on the road. Some of you guys know. So comedy is something that I love to do and was really happy to do it. As the talks went on, we agreed upon whatever we agreed upon. I was to fly out to LA on Tuesday. They told me that Porsha Guobadia was also playing in this particular series. She would be side by side with me. Excited. I haven't seen Porsha. We always have a good laugh when we see each other. So I was just like, okay, so me and Porsha are going to kill this part. I get to LA on Tuesday. They tell me to go straight to, to the studios. I need to go into wardrobe. Once I got into wardrobe, I'd chosen to wear like this silver color. They showed me a picture of Porsha. They said that Portia's wearing something similar in color, and maybe I would choose something else because we were gonna be, side by side doing this scene. No problem. I gave them a whole different look. They told me we were gonna be having rehearsal. At rehearsal, I didn't see Porsha. There was a stand-in. We broke for lunch. We came back. We were going to do a whole run-through. I still didn't see Porsha. I'm just waiting to see Porsha, right? I'm excited to see Porsha. I'm like, well, I want to, wait for Porsha set. So me and her can chop it up. So Porsha never came. We wrapped for the evening. I went back to my hotel. When I got to my hotel, production called me and asked me if I had any issues with any housewives because they were going to be recasting the other position. And I was like, oh my God, no, like what? And they were going to recast the position that Porsha was playing. I was like, what? Why? And they said, do you have any issues with Kim Zolciak, Cynthia Bailey, Marlo Hampton? And I was like, no, like I just saw Kim recently and we talked. I talked to Cynthia Bailey often. I talked to Marlo Hampton often. No, like they ultimately cast Cynthia Bailey and she was flown out to LA on Wednesday. We did the part together. I was later told that Porsha did not show up to work and had said that she did not want to work with me, that we had issues from the past, and she did not want to work with me. Let me take that in for a second. Listen, I am more than disappointed. Porsha and I have double dated a few times, okay? Okay. Simon had a birthday. We were all in Miami together. We hung out for the whole weekend to celebrate Simon's birthday. We all decided one weekend to go to Vegas to see Usher. We all went to Vegas to see Usher, couples. I was in Dubai. Porsha and Simon were in Dubai. We all hung out. Yanni and I have gone to Simon and Porsha's home to hang out, party, drink. My son came over, brought hookahs. We ate African food, had a great time. Of course, Porsha had a wedding, and I'm at her wedding. I've seen Porsha in Atlanta out. We've laughed and talked. I am shocked that Porsha would go to a production company. I am shocked to hear that Porsha would go to a production company and say that she doesn't want to work with me because we've had a lot of issues in the past. What lots of issues that we had in the past. Mind you guys, I haven't been a housewife in over 4.5 years, okay? Besides that, as black women, okay, when you call a black woman angry, difficult, we've got problems, I can't work with them on set, that is a death trap for a black woman in the industry. We don't have any issues that we can't work together. We are professionals. We get on set and we work together and do what we got to do. Your issues in the past, if you had to pick a housewife, it certainly wouldn't be with me. It would have been with Kenya. It would have been with Candy. Those were your major issues. We've had petty things. We're on a reality show. So we obviously are going to have some sort of issues, but we've not had anything where we could not work together. I'm sad and disappointed that Porsha would go to any company and say that she's had issues with me and we cannot work together. That is a lie. I text her. So it's not like I'm doing this video, I didn't text her. I text her. And she sent me a text back saying that she's going through her divorce and I didn't reach out to little sis. Are you serious? You and your husband were just happy and smiling in Dubai. I thought you guys were having a fight and maybe you guys are going to get back together. I don't know what y'all personal business are. I don't want to be nosy, okay? I don't want to invade your privacy. Maybe you need some time. I don't know what you need. I was happy to see her and talk to her and chop it up then. I don't want to pry. Yes, Yanni and Simon are hanging out together, but that has nothing to do with me. I'm not hanging out with Simon. Yanni's hanging out with Simon. I can't change this relationship with that man. I wouldn't let him change my relationship with Porsha. It's disappointing. It's very disappointing that you would do that. It's very disappointing. And people need to stop. They need to stop doing that. That's not right. When Porsha and I were on Housewives together, she was divorcing her first husband. And I fought for Porsha to stay on the show. I went to production and talked to whoever I needed to talk to at Bravo to just put my 2 cents in that I felt like she should stay on the show. When she drugged Kenya off that couch, she was saying all kind of things. I got down on my knees and put my hand over her mouth so that she wouldn't dig herself into a bigger hole than she was already in. The bottom line is Porsha did not want to share the spotlight. That's it. And professionals can share the spotlight. Porsha is not a star. She is a Bravo celebrity. Be clear.
Child, listen. It's so much wrong. I don't know where to begin. Now, I will start out by saying this. I do like Porsha and I do like Nene. But first of all, Nene, you're coming with the bullshit. You know why she mad at you. You was at the club with Simon 5 days ago. That's breaking girl code. You talk about you don't like to get in nobody's business. Well, you sure have changed because when you were on the Real House of Atlanta, you was in everybody's business. This is bullshit. That's your friend, allegedly. And you up there kikiing with the ex that's trying to accuse her of stealing the money? What's wrong with you? You don't deserve a friendship like this. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad she ain't talking to you no more. Y'all need to go y'all separate ways. This is not a real friendship. It was going to deteriorate anyway. But I don't like bitches like you, Nene. You're fake. I like you. You're cool now, but you couldn't be my friend. Untrustworthy. And so is Porsha. This is really, y'all need to go y'all separate ways and don't ever talk to each other again. Don't look back. It is what it is. But you want to even make it worse than that. You hanging out with the ex. Then you're going to get up here and with your, okay, you're going to get up here and say, she's jealous. She wants fame. That movie didn't have nothing to do with shit. It's you breaking girl code. And then you're going to down her on your way out. Girl, I would have been in your house by the time you got back. waiting in the damn driveway. I don't like bitches like that. That was below the belt. You didn't have to go that hard. You guys could have just went your separate ways and whatever. But you gonna sit up here and talk about she's jealous. She doesn't want to share the spotlight. Well, when I last checked, you had no more spotlight. So what spotlight is she sharing? She the one got the spotlight. Y'all need to go y'all separate ways. And that's it. I don't want to see you no more, Nene. Bye. Go back to Zeus and hang out with Natalie. Period. Are they arguing about this movie or are they arguing about something else?
It seemed like they arguing about not having a friendship. Look, this don't really seem like a friendship thing. People can double date. People can hang out. I see her from time to time, you know, and Nene said that she backed her back when she was on the show and she went to production and put in her 2 cents. Well, it seemed like Porsha put in her 2 cents too to try to get her back on Housewives of Atlanta. But as far as like the girl code and stuff, like I said, Porsha can go in there and take filings, man.
I know. It's
right?
crazy.
But I'm thinking this, right? That most of these girls are out for self, right?
Yep.
And what you're basing it on is a friendship. Because neither one of them, if
They're not, neither
Porsha
one.
felt like, hey, I'm going to this movie set and Nene's there, I don't want to do it, she could have called Nene and said, well, I don't want to do it. Or Nene could have called her. Why are they texting each other? So, I mean,
because this is not a real friendship.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So basically, it's almost like Portia's out for herself, Nene's out for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless of whether her man and her hang out with Simon, that's what they do. Because everybody living their individual life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's where we're making our mistake, assuming they're friends.
There you go. There was no friendship to begin with.
Friendship there. That's why she can come out and said she's no celebrity. She's a Bravo celebrity or whatever, right?
And
well,
she knew
at
that
least
was
she's
me.
that, and I get it. Like, and if I remember right, did Nene have something to do to try to get Porsha, Phaedra, and maybe somebody else fired on the show? Well, it's been rumors. I as far as my mind.
I don't remember. It could have been, but Nene's been gone a while now.
I know that's what I'm saying. I can't remember exactly how it went down back then, but what I'm saying is I think that we casually say they're friends, but at the end of the day, no, associates.
Because even if I get mad at my friend, let's say I'm mad at her, I've been mad at you. I never go public with her or start degrading her where the friendship is what they call it, irreversibly broken.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what maybe it would have been okay if you just said, I don't know what Portia's tripping off of. You know, we hung out before. Everything would have worked until you got up to the part and she's not a real star.
Mm-hmm.
Not that's below the belt.
And Sharrell, I say this, and both of them, I'm just trying to see it with my eyes open. Both of them could be in their feelings. Nene could be, because now Porsha, I think it came across that as Porsha was trying to stop her bag, Porsha wasn't trying to get her fired. Porsha just decided she wasn't going to do it with her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same token, Porsha can be in her feelings because Nene is hanging out with her man and Simon. And she feel like, hey, that's not cool. If I'm done with him, I don't want you around him. So both of them are in their feelings.
And that's the worst time. When you're in your feelings, you don't go public, making more comments. It's just bad. And Jean's trying to be funny. Jean, you 100% TD and 100% Team Porsha. Listen, this friendship is over. Everyone go to their corners and let's just move on. That's how I feel about it. Brian says, I'm confused. Did Nene get fired because Porsha didn't show up for the job? No, we know why Nene got fired. Nene and Porsha fell out with each other all the time. I can't remember on season 9 when Porsha got upset with Candy. Was Nene there? I'm starting to forget. I just say they need to go their separate ways. This friendship is over. This partnership, because being on the show is over, and it is what it is. Rhonda says, no, Nene is not wrong. Rhonda, I need you to explain how Nene's not wrong. She said the girl was not a real star and that she wants all the spotlight. She was at the club with the ex-husband. I'm not your friend. I'm telling you, if you think I broke up with Perry or a fight, it could be a fight, and you at the club with him and I'm not there. No, I just don't. I don't do it. And let's say I forgot about this part. Let's say you didn't know that they were breaking up. I mean, you had to be living under a rock or something, but you've been seeing these kind of posts where she's telling Simon, if you keep telling your lies, I'm gonna tell the truth. You knew what was going on. This ain't no regular fight. You live in the United States with the rest of us. I ain't buying that Nene didn't know. I'm not buying it. She knew that this divorce was going on.
This is what I say too. Like, okay, now I'm gonna say, like I said,
but I like both of them.
I think both of them are in their feelings and doing what they're doing for their own personal reasons. I think Porsha is, tripping because she's still hanging out with her man and Simon. I mean, with Yanni or whatever his name is, and Simon. And she feel like she should be a bigger part of her life, but you ain't friends like that. Nene, I feel like is wrong too at this point, because at the same token, why would Nene go public with this unless she's a bit jealous that Portia's back on Housewives of Atlanta and she's not? Okay, and said that she's a Bravo celebrity. She's not a celebrity, whatever, right? Why would she go public? I mean, if both of them was some kind of friends, it wouldn't be public. It'd be them having a communication together, privately, in person, on the phone.
Yeah, that should have happened. Somebody should have called somebody. You don't argue in public because people get all in and then they do what we're doing here. Team so-and-so, team this, team that. Let me shout out Jarita real quick. Hi, you guys. Remember my friend Jarita from Love After Lockup? She's doing a blog now. She's a mom, a baby mom blog, and she's doing her first live. She's so sweet. And I believe Jarita is team nobody. That's what she said. Let me read this real quick. Sorry, Porsha could have just declined the job. Instead, she tried to pull Nene down. Yes, that's true too. But they kept Nene and let Porsha go. So who did they want more? I don't want to be two-faced. Everybody handled it wrong. Porsha handled it wrong. Nene handled it wrong. Why ain't nobody making phone calls? Why is this in the public? I could still be mad at you, but not run and make a video about it.
That's just my point too. Okay, now a lot of stuff gonna start coming out, and I don't know all the details neither, so I could be wrong. Was it a partner deal, Chip, that if Nene was gonna be on the show, Porsha had to be on the show? Did they sign a contract together? They both was gonna do it together. Because did they?
You talk about this movie, Upshaw?
Yeah, Upshaw, whatever.
It sounds like they were both.
Well, yeah, okay, it could sound like that. But did they both sign a contract that both of them was in on it together?
Well, Perry, how would I know?
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. The last person said that Porsha tried to stop Nene from being on the show. It seemed like she decided she backed out of the show. And of course, they're going to keep somebody out of the group. If they want some housewives, they're going to keep Nene or Porsha. So Nene,
does it have to be public? Well, why can't I call you and say I'm mad at you?
That's just
why can't you call me and say, "What, you were really at the club? Did I just see you at the club with Simon?" Why does this have to be public?
I feel like both of them in their feelings.
Both of them.
Yeah.
So Proud says, I'm not team anybody, but after hearing you say Porsha's side, Porsha could have just declined, but she threw her friend under the bus.
Okay, that's the part I'm trying to address, though. Okay, and not to take up for Porsha. Now I joke around and say I'm team Porsha all day, but how did she throw under the bus when she just simply declined her part to be on the show?
Because if she didn't want to do it, Perry, she could have said, I don't want to do it. But she said, I didn't want to work with Nene. That's throwing her under the bus.
I got you. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, I got you. I see it now.
Hi, David. He said Porsha didn't go on
saying, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But basically saying that if I come on the show, if you get rid of her, yeah, that's dirty with Nene. when she said she didn't want to work with Nene, meaning that yeah, I would work on Upshaw if I didn't have to work with Nene.
I
That's
looked
the
at it
part
like
that's
I'm not
throwing her
doing
in the
this because she's there. That's how I looked at it.
right. Okay, I
But
got you.
Dave says Portia didn't go on a smear campaign saying not to work with her. Well, I don't know. Everybody needs to just calm down because all you guys are putting in good ideas and everybody's looking at it from different angles. But I know this. I know when you start physically attacking someone, that makes it less possible to reconcile. Because
Yeah,
now she's saying she's just, she wants all the spotlight and all this. Hi, Jarita. I swear I love you, sis. Thank you. I think Portia should have told Nene how she felt and at the beginning. But why does Nene upper lip look weird? Underbite? I think Nene's been looking pretty good these days. Everyone's dragging her for getting plastic surgery. She's 50 plus. She looks fabulous, in my opinion. Let's see what everybody else thinks. You don't understand what those type of comments can do to an actor's career. That's true too.
yeah.
Saying that she didn't want to work with her, and Andy Cohen had already been saying that Nene was difficult to work with. So this is just a mess.
I get it.
All of this fake for the upcoming season.
Even this,
And suddenly
I'm not
all
sure
this
if this
drama.
part is fake.
This is what C.A. Williams is saying. He said,
Yeah,
suddenly, all of this drama with Simon and with Nene, the Upshaw is a corny Netflix show. I go back and forth with that because
no,
sometimes it just feels impossible. That's why but I read the immigration papers myself. It's true. He's being deported. You don't make that up. It's true. They're investigating him for fraud. So this is a mess. I'm confused too. I ain't gonna
yeah.
lie. Brian says Nene has a history of exploding on Mad Day, but so does Portia. Do you guys remember Portia put her hands on? I know she kicked Cynthia when they were on the yacht, and she beat up somebody. Both of them needs to just chill and just, I don't know. This is a mess. You can't blame this on Nene. Why not, Sharon? Nene is going public. Nene is saying that Portia just wants to be in the spotlight, and she's not a real star. Those are low blows. That makes a situation. That's like pouring gas on a fire. If they're both already mad and upset, then you go with the personal attacks. I don't know.
I mean, but could Andy Cohen be pulling a Carlos King?
What?
And
What do you mean?
before the show airs, the new Housewives of Atlanta. And could this truly be a storyline? Now, but the storyline would have to be Nene would have to be a friend of the show or somebody to come and give her part. People would watch if Nene and Porsha are going at it right now. People would want to see how they're going to interact on the show. I'm just simply saying.
I go back and forth with that, just like I told the C.A. Williams. Sometimes it feels made up. There's so much going on.
Right.
But I really seen the immigration papers.
Right.
He's really going to be deported. They really are investigating him for fraud. Portia did file divorce papers, so I don't know. I'm
well, I mean, all that stuff we have seen. I mean, we also seen him stay here for over 30 plus years and nothing happened.
Let's see if somebody wants to come up, because this we got to get to the bottom of this before this damn show come on. Okay,
I need some damn counseling, people.
If anybody has any want to say anything, we got to figure this out. I'm not leaving here until it's figured out, because right now I'm saying they both have fault to blame. They both don't know how to be real friends.
Yeah, because
I haven't forgot that how Portia got Fallon. Now I know it's hi Emmanuel.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, Emmanuel?
Who's right? Who's wrong, Emmanuel? This is crazy.
Okay, well, let me start by saying this breaks my heart that my two favorites are fighting. I love Nene and I love Porsha. I'm kind of like between a hard and a rock place. But with that being said, I think I'm gonna have to be with Porsha on this, only because when you're going through a divorce, it's something hurtful. And I think Porsha wanted Nene's support, and it reminds me of back in the day when Porsha was pregnant. I'll never forget. There was a reunion where Andy asked Porsha, "Who gave you a baby gift or something like that?" And she said, "Everyone except Nene. She's the only one who didn't check up on me." So I think Nene might not be the greatest friend, and I think Porsha expects more from her. And I also think Nene, even though she's right, I think she has a little bit of a problem of not waiting before she speaks. And the first thing, her instinct is to go on social media, just like she did with Andy. So I feel like that plays into it. But yeah, it's a tough situation. But
it's a tough situation. I keep saying I do like both of them, but it's just a mess. And right now, I'm more upset with Nene because she went public. Like the state don't go. Hi, Gossip News. Who do you think's to blame is?
I think it's Nene. I honestly do think Nene's in the wrong because I do remember when Nene wanted. I remember exactly. She wanted Cynthia, she wanted Porsha, and she wanted Kenya kicked off the show because it was that season 11 when Porsha was pregnant and her and Nene were going back and forth. Porsha talking about how Nene wasn't there for her, and Nene's like, "I'm there for you, but you're not there for me." But Nene, here's the thing. Nene's talking about how Portia, Portia shouldn't have said what she said. Nene has been the same one that's been in everyone's business. She was in Candy's business. She was in Cynthia's business. She went after. She went after Ava. Wait, is it Eva?
Eva.
She went after Eva. She went after Tanya. She went after. She went after everyone on the show except for Marlo. But then you knew her and Marlo had that beef when they were no longer friends, and Marlo became friends with Kenya. Nene's issue is she doesn't know how to stop making everything about her. It's about how she feels. But if you say that you're so good as a friend to Porsha, and how season 11 she said that her and Porsha talk to each other all the time, you should have known that Porsha and Simon were going through a hard issue. If I had a fiance, I have a fiance. If I broke up with him and my best friend is hanging out with him, that ain't happening. You have a friend, and you're going to side with your friend. And another thing is, Fallon and Porsha weren't really that close then. Porsha and Fallon.
But I like Porsha, but you have to admit it was
Porsha was wrong. It was ugly that the fact that it was like after the season, Simon divorced Fallon, and Porsha swooped in and got herself a Nigerian man that now seems to be a scammer.
Yeah, that's true.
Allegedly, that's what they're saying. It's wrong for Porsha to be. It was wrong for Porsha because she was with Dennis, and then her and Dennis. It's just wrong altogether.
I know everybody's messy. Hey Nelson, how you doing? Long time no see. You must have had something to say. Who's right? Who's wrong?
Hey fam. Hey,
what's up? What's up?
I miss you guys so much. I don't know. So if for this, I know it's been a while, right? But in this situation, I don't know. I'm kind of like 50-50 because I kind of
everybody's wrong.
I see all. No, honestly,
they're all wrong.
I really do see everyone is kind of. I don't want to say necessarily wrong. Everyone is just making their points because it's not to say that I don't want to say that Nene didn't know what was happening. I think she obviously knew, but y'all got to remember when they were on vacation, literally a couple days before they even divorced. So you got to think if you seeing that and this is your quote unquote friend, I would assume everything is all good. And maybe it is one of those, oh, I'm going to divorce you.
Nelson. Listen,
even though no, because I know you guys got the tea, because you seen the immigration. No, don't worry, I know you got it. I'm not saying it's not there, but I just feel like maybe this is one of those moments. Nene just feels like I'm gonna shut up and not pry. Maybe. I'm not saying she's not though, because she was. We've seen it.
But here's my point: if you are Porsha's friend, and Simon shows up without Porsha, I'm not going with y'all. It's a bad look.
Right.
It looks bad. It looks bad, but the thing is that if like how Nene said, that's her man's friend though. Like as much as she's supposed to be a girl's girl. That is what we're trying to say here, right? But that's still Simon's friend. Like that's Simon's man's friend, y'all. So it's there's so much Nene can do. And by that meaning, like I don't have to hang out while y'all are there, but there is again. I just think that there's just so much that she could do.
Nene went public. Why did she do that?
Honestly, we think it's fake though. That's the other. I believe that this is something that Carlos set up for the BS. How about that?
Look, this is honestly what I think. I think Nene wants her fame back. She's been trying to get on Bravo. Bravo does not want her. You slandered your boss, called them racist, but now you want to get back on the show that you originally started on. That's not going to work.
David,
you sued your
go ahead.
Like you sued your boss.
Yeah,
your boss ain't going to let you go back to work after you sue them.
I mean, just ask Mariah. He's not going to do it.
Right. So, Mariah's not going to do it.
So she an EP.
David, please say you're the one that has the perfect answer to this. What do you think, David?
Sharrell, I want to know what is going on with Nene. Like, my God. So this is what I want to know. Well, first, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm not on her side, and I'm not on Porsha's side because I feel like they both have. We've seen both of their ways, so we know how they can get down. Mm-hmm. My thing is I don't think it's that far-fetched for Porsha to have said that or for her to have done that. Mm-hmm. I don't think, honestly, from her just saying, I can't work with her, I don't want to work with her because we've had issues before in the past, I think she's entitled to feel that way. I don't think she was, trying to publicly disparage Nene's name or trying to say don't work with her or it's either me or it's her, whatever the case is. She decided to decline it. But I want to know is why are we hearing about this? Why can't Nene just call her up or text her, which she said that she did, and find out what the hell's going on? But prior to that, why does it have to get to this point where she's finding out through the grapevine that Porsha's saying stuff about her when if it was me, if I was Nene and I found out that I was going to be working together with a close friend of mine that I've been kikiing with, going on double dates with, going on dinners and vacations with, why would you not call her? Why are you waiting until you guys show up to talk to her? If you guys are such good friends, why didn't you call her up and say, "Hey, bitch, I heard we're going to be working together. I heard we're going to be doing the show. I'm excited. Like, what did you think? Blah, blah, blah." Like, why did it have to get to this point for Nene to have reached out to her or let alone say a word to Porsha? Why did she wait last minute? Do you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, why is she waiting? And why is she waiting until the cameras are about to start rolling for her to even speak to Porsha if they're that good friends? But it's not that hard for Nene to reach out to Porsha after she just heard what was going on. I ultimately think Nene, you know what? I love Nene. I have nothing against her. I like Porsha. I love Porsha too. I don't hate either of them. I want them both to win. But I honestly think, and this is my opinion, I think Nene is her biggest downfall. That's just my opinion.
But listen to this, you guys. Anyone can answer this, but something feels fake about it. Like something.
Yes.
I mean, it does seem fake. I mean, I will say this: both Nene and Porsha are known to be dramatic, very dramatic drama queens. It'll be a small issue, they take it to 1,000.
I mean, could it be Porsha back on the show?
I mean, I think this might be like some sort of stunt by Bravo to get where Nene and Porsha are fighting.
That's my point.
Because that doesn't mean that Nene's going to come back, though.
Watch them put the Instagram post on the trailer for season. I bet you. And then they'll be like, "Oh my God."
And don't get me wrong either. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Portia's a saint. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that she's innocent.
No.
I think she's just as fake as Nene is too, because remember, she didn't go. We've seen her be loyal to no one. Not even, girl. We've not even seen her be loyal to her own sister. But she wasn't even loyal to Shamia. That's her best friend. She didn't go to her engagement party. She didn't even go to her wedding. So if she's not even loyal to Shamia or Lauren, how are we going to expect her to be loyal to Nene?
But here's another thing. here's another thing though. We all know the fact that Portia's from Decatur. Rolanda says she's that girl from Decatur. She knows that girl had a mission. She went for
Are you
this
saying
for the
Decatur, Atlanta, where we used to live, the hood? Are you saying she's from the hood?
look.
Is that
Look,
what you're saying?
look, I'm just quoting Rolanda. Rolanda said that the Portia's from Decatur. She knew that Portia knew that Portia. She knew that Portia knew how to fight. We done seen Portia then put her hands on Kenya, dragged her off the couch.
Was it Kenya? I couldn't remember.
Yes,
It was
she
Kenya with the
dragged
scepter. Yeah,
with the
yeah.
scepter, megaphone.
It was the microphone and the scepter because she took the scepter out of Kenya's hand and snapped it.
Yeah.
Then Kenya pulled out the bullhorn and Portia said, "Okay, you can catch it." Grabbed her by the hair and started punching like,
Poor
"Okay,
Cynthia's boob
Portia."
came out.
He made that ass twirl.
Cynthia,
Sunrise sound off.
Sharrell.
It's a hot mess.
I can't vibe with you on this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, my fellow Sagittarius Nene,
Mhm.
we are kindred spirits. First of all, her and Portia, this narrative that they are close friends, besties,
Thick as
owe each
thieves.
other, loyalty, and like, where is that coming from? They are co-workers that run in the same circle.
No, come on.
thank you,
I don't
thank
think that
Said
is
they
you.
not
anything.
friends.
I honestly don't think that is anything more than that. Like, they're not like,
But they
like
hung out when they both were not employed by the show.
they run in the same circles, and their men just so happen to be friends.
Okay.
Look,
I
Okay.
don't think that they are like this narrative of like these best friends that owe each other anything. And even okay, even if it was, you got two things that's gonna make me go off on you. And that's if you messing with my family or you messing with my bag.
true.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Let me
knows
say
Nene
this though.
already has, let's say Nene already has PTSD from being blackballed and not getting jobs or whatever. She gets this job now. Portia want to start this.
PTSD. Nene is great. Nene
Nope.
I
is
thought
not
she
a
was on
child.
Zeus.
Well, not a
Nene
child.
shouldn't have went public.
I mean, I'm just saying. She went through this thing of being blackballed. She's getting opportunities again. Good for her. She gets this opportunity for the Upshaws, and Portia wants to pull this shit. I would have went off on her too.
But here's the thing: Nene blackballed herself. She did it
And
to
that's
herself with that.
fine.
But listen, my best friend who just called me, who's in the chat, what up, Dawn? I never attacked Dawn. First of all, we don't argue. But if we did, I would never attack her publicly. Why can't Nene
But
pick up
that is
the
your
phone?
but that is your best friend. Nene
That's
and
what I was
Portia are
saying.
not best friends.
Am I the
Okay.
only
But
one
here's the
saying
thing:
that?
They co-workers.
She's right. No, she's right. That's my
Wait.
best.
Co-workers.
true, but also, isn't our Sagittarius like the one that gets angry real quick? Because I know we
No.
Capricorns, we just cut you off dead
Okay,
silent.
Remember what Candy said
No,
about
no, no,
Mad
no.
Day?
It
keep
takes
cutting
a
you off.
lot for us. It takes a lot for us, and
It's a lot.
and we take and take and take and take, and then we throw our little bow and arrow like the symbol for our sign, and you don't know where it's
See?
coming from. Why? Because we've tried and we haven't said anything, and it's not
See.
until you cross us and we're hurt that we go over. Nene did that out of hurt.
That's the first thing she did say. I'm hurt. I can't believe you did this.
Okay. But let me say this though.
I mean,
Right?
true.
Okay. Now.
But why do we gotta know?
Okay. But let's say this though.
Right.
Now we all agree on the panel starting to get to this point. They're not that kind of friend to each other.
Yeah.
So
No.
we can't expect
No.
Portia to be hurt because Nene, she feel like Nene shouldn't be hanging around her ex-man.
Mhm.
But should we feel sorry for Nene that Portia decided not to work on the show that she was on?
Exactly, Perry.
Now, let's keep in mind.
No,
they ain't
Portia,
that- you know,
Portia can make the
it
decision.
goes on both sides. If they ain't that kind of friend,
Mhm.
Yep.
Here-
Exactly.
here's
why
the
should
thing.
either one of them be so upset about it?
Here's the
Sunrise,
thing.
answer this question. Go ahead.
Okay,
Here's
I
the
have
thing.
an answer for this.
Porsha
hold on. Let go ahead.
Porsha can completely say, you know what? I want to turn down this gig. I'm going through something right now, and I'm and I'm feeling some type of way about who I thought was my friend. Whatever the case may be, everybody is entitled to their feelings. I don't want to invalidate anyone's feelings, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. But here's the thing. First of all, Nene clearly said that she didn't want to be nosy. She didn't know what was going on. If y'all were so close of friends that you expected her to call you, then why didn't Nene know that you were filing for divorce, or the reason or the cause that you were filing for divorce in the first place? If y'all were so close that you expected her to call you.
Right.
It's like the same friendship that Tamara and Shannon have. It's just surface, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No, Tamara and Shannon are Shannon. Shannon. Those two are not friends. The only reason why those two hang out is because Tamara's nosy and will create drama, and Shannon all has to do is start crying and screaming and saying, "I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm done."
But it seems like we've all come to the conclusion that these two are not real friends, and that puts it in different perspective.
Every housewife show.
I'm sorry.
But every housewife has that two group of friends that are not that close friends.
Other than Giselle and Robin, because they actually look like they're real friends, I don't know any other dynamic duo in the reality TV world that's actually real friends.
I thought Nene was still on the outs with Cynthia and Marlo, and especially Marlo, because Marlo was on the show and she either didn't help her get back on it, or as soon as she became full time, then she stopped talking to Nene. And then with Cynthia, that hasn't been the same in over a decade. I thought she was still on the, and then with Kim, I thought she was still on the outs with them.
But here's the thing: if Porsha cared so much when they got to LA, all Porsha had to say, if her feelings was hurt, to be like, "Hey sis, when we're out here after we, wrap up filming, can we go to filming? Can we go to dinner? Because I was expecting to, expecting to hear from you. This is what's going on." But no, she was childish, and she went to a whole production company, at a workplace. That's crazy. Feel the type of way all that you want. That's fine. But there was a different way to handle it, and Nene would not have had any reaction if Porsha didn't handle things the way that she did. Be upset all you want that you felt that your big sister, your quote unquote big sister or friend, coworker, or whatever, didn't reach out to you. But like Nene said, and like every blog said, you and your husband was just good a week before you freaking filed. So how was anybody supposed to know?
But here's the thing, though. At the end of the day, Nene still got the part. She's still on the Upshaws. So her putting this out there is just like, she's just, I don't know what the
her own downfall.
Which is what leads
let me ask
to
you guys
believe
this really quick.
BS.
Is something wrong with me for still hanging on the hope that Nene might appear on The Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I feel the same way. Just like the Housewives. Don't worry, Auntie. I'm the same way.
Look, we still don't know who.
I was about to say that we might disagree on who's right, but we can all agree that we would love to see this on the next season.
Correct.
Of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It's true. Look, I think it would be a good idea to have. It would be nice to have it where Porsha is having this online feud with Nene. Andy's like, you know what? Just for brains, let's bring her back as a guest host. Let her walk in like Ashley on Potomac, get her a few hours of fame, and send her on her way.
Yeah.
You mean like Charisse?
Y'all are messy. Anyway, let me wrap this up because I'm still gonna get teased about my purse when I get off of this live.
Oh my God. What's wrong with the purse?
Listen,
what's wrong with the purse?
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, you don't want to.
Oh my God, Uncle Perry, you about to smuggle some alcohol in there, Auntie. That's what you about to do.
It's that purse. That's that alcohol purse.
Say this really quick.
It's that alcohol purse.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta has got us talking. They haven't even started filming. I talk about Porsha damn near every day. So they're going to, and then hopefully Phaedra, they got to pay her. That's what I hear the problem is. But I think Andy Cohen saved the show. I do.
I think they're already starting filming. Porsha did an Instagram of her in a booth. We still don't have a full cast?
No, that's what they've been. And it's not like it's that hard either. I mean, we already got. We're supposed to have Porsha coming back. We're supposed to have Kenya. I mean, it can be. And this is the thing that I don't get with production. It's in order to make this show work again, it has to go back to its days where there's an organic vibe and there is a connection to the overall group. We can't have the same divisiveness that we saw last season and with Potomac, to where there's just cliques and there's nobody wants to do their jobs. Nobody wants to come into work, but we're going to pay them just to be here to get them in front of a camera. So we need Phaedra back, and we need a couple. You know what? I wouldn't even say at this point anymore that we need more. Exactly.
Bring back Cynthia, Kenya, Porsha, Phaedra.
Because every time that we have, we get a Drew or a Sanya.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, because I think Marlo quit.
It's not hard.
Marlo
didn't quit. Let's be honest.
She got fired.
I gotta wrap this up, but she did not quit. Listen, you guys, we should meet back here tomorrow, same time, because I guarantee you, Porsha's gonna respond.
Yes.
Yes. I'll be here.
Send an invite.
Yeah, we're back for round 2, people. I guarantee you.
Bing, bing.
Thanks for calling in, guys. I think we're all on the same page, is that both people could have handled it differently.
Or in the wrong.
Something feels fishy about all of it.
And Brian is
fake.
right.
It's all fake.
He said, can we chalk this up as a producer being messy? And people, I'm just going to throw this out there, and I never know what the hell I'm talking about. But could Carlos King secretly be on the
Very stop.
Yes. It's Carlos King. You know, him and Porsha are tight.
Y'all are messy. Anyway, thank you guys for calling in. I'll see you tomorrow.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Yes, I'll be here.
All right, cool.
All right, Perry, we will. Have you changed your mind now that you know?
No. I'm gonna need to get my vision checked after looking at the damn person.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll be back with another story tomorrow. Perry, take us out.
Until then, people.
Fuck this shit. We out. Bye, everybody.
Everybody.
That's so funny.